Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. The latest buzz around the NFL, especially for Browns fans, is all about how fans are reacting to Shedeur Sanders' recent performance, or should I say, the mixed feelings after his team's loss this past Sunday. Now, if you've been following the college football scene, you already know that Shedeur Sanders has been one of the most talked-about quarterbacks this season. His talent, arm strength, and leadership on the field have impressed many, and naturally, Browns fans are paying close attention to how he's developing, especially since he's making waves as a top prospect for the next NFL draft. But here's the thing. The recent game didn't go exactly as Shedeur or his supporters would have hoped. His team took a tough loss, and fans' reactions have been a mix of disappointment, critique, but also some cautious optimism. The performance, which in many ways was a roller coaster, has led to a lot of debate among fans about his potential and what this means for his future in the league. For Browns fans, it's always fascinating to analyze young quarterbacks, especially those who have the kind of arm talent and poise Shedeur displays. And truth be told, many Browns supporters see a bit of that same spark in our own young guns, like Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who's been showing flashes of brilliance this season. In fact, the discussion among Browns fans has gotten even more intense because of the way Shedeur performed under pressure. Some fans are impressed with how he kept fighting, trying to rally his team late in the game, even if the results didn't go their way. Others are pointing out the mistakes, the interceptions, the missed opportunities, and questioning whether he's ready for the big stage in the NFL. That's a natural conversation among fans, especially when it comes down to evaluating the next wave of quarterbacks that could lead their teams for years to come. But what's really interesting is how this impacts the AFC North as a whole. When a highly touted quarterback like Shedeur Sanders struggles or falters in a tough game, it can shake up perceptions, especially when division rivals like the Browns are quietly building a solid, competitive team. Browns fans, you know how important the quarterback position is, and seeing the emerging talents in college makes you wonder if we're about to see some new faces in the NFL who could challenge the established stars. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The AFC North has always been characterized by tough defenses, gritty running games, and quarterbacks who can make plays when it counts. The recent performance by Shedeur has reignited conversations about the future of quarterbacks in the division. Will he bounce back? Will other young quarterbacks like Dorian Thompson-Robinson or even Lamar Jackson continue to develop and threaten the standings? The division is heating up, and every game, every performance adds another layer to the story. Now, for Browns fans, this is an exciting time. Our team is loaded with talent, and we've seen flashes of brilliance from Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who's been stepping up in big moments. His arm strength, decision-making, and ability to extend plays are traits that Browns fans love to see. The coaching staff has been patient with him, and it looks like he's gaining confidence with each game. That's exactly the kind of development we need to challenge other division rivals and push for that playoff spot. Looking at the overall season, the Browns have been making strides on both sides of the ball. Our defense, led by players like Myles Garrett, continues to be a nightmare for opposing offenses. The pass rush has improved significantly, and the secondary has been locking down receivers when it counts. Offensively, Deshaun Watson has shown flashes of the elite quarterback we all believed he could be, but consistency remains key. The pieces are there, and with a few more wins, the Browns could position themselves as serious contenders in the AFC. The division is tight, and every game counts, so these discussions about young quarterbacks and emerging stars are not just about college football or draft prospects. They're about the future of Cleveland Browns football. But back to Shedeur Sanders, it's clear that his journey is just beginning. The NFL is a different beast, and how he responds to setbacks will define his career. Browns fans, watching other quarterbacks develop or stumble is always a roller coaster, especially when we're so invested in our own team's success. We know that the NFL is all about resilience, adaptability, and mental toughness. If Shedeur can learn from this tough game, improve his decision-making, and keep his composure under pressure, he could very well be a name we hear in the division for years to come. In the meantime, Browns fans are eager to see how our young guys continue to grow. Dorian Thompson-Robinson has been a breath of fresh air, showing he can be a dual threat, with the ability to make big plays with his arm and legs. The coaching staff's confidence in him is growing, and that's making a lot of us believe in the future of Cleveland's quarterback position. It's an exciting time because we're not just hoping for a few wins, we're building something sustainable, something that could propel us to another Super Bowl run in the coming years. Of course, the AFC North remains one of the most competitive divisions in the league. Ravens, Bengals, Steelers all have their own weapons and strengths, but the Browns are right there, ready to make some noise. The key will be consistency, injury management, and continued development of our young talent. The division rivals are not giving us any breaks, so every player, every game, every play counts even more now. As we analyze these performances and future prospects, it's worth noting that the NFL is a league where young quarterbacks can elevate their game with the right coaching, experience, and mindset. Browns fans, we know how quickly things can turn around in this league. Just look at how our team has evolved over the past few seasons, from rebuilding to playoff contenders. The same applies to these college stars trying to make their mark in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders might have had a rough game, but that doesn't define his potential. What matters now is how he responds, how he learns, and how he grows from this experience. And with that, Browns fans, it's crucial to stay optimistic but also realistic. Our team is on the rise, and every day brings new hope. We are building a foundation with young players who are eager to leave their mark. The AFC North is going to be a battleground, and we're right in the middle of it. So whether it's our own young guns or the emerging talents from other teams, we've got plenty to watch, analyze, and cheer for. Now, as we look ahead, the coming weeks will be pivotal. Every game gives us a chance to see how our team and division rivals respond to adversity. Browns fans, I want you to keep the faith. Our team has the talent, the coaching, and the determination to make a deep playoff run. The journey isn't always smooth, but that's what makes it exciting. We're all in this together, and I believe that with patience, resilience, and that typical Cleveland grit, we can reach new heights. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.